Yo, what's the deal? It's your man T History. How we doing this evening? Friday night, seeing what's going on under the lights. On watch your phalanges, watch your backside. What's going on, man? Another edition of the new kids and just peeping up Friday night. Don't even seem like a Friday night. I don't know why. What's going on? Birthday weekend, but hey, it's still what it is. Still got we got 1,000 people in the building. Maybe we'll get some company tonight. Open panel, basically. I was gonna first touch off on some, I guess it goes down in foul history, but goes down in history. What happened with the cop and the George Floyd thing. I wanted to see how my peoples across the, saying the YouTube circuit and the people that be in this chat room feels about the 22 and a half years that Mr. Officer Derek got. And do we feel like there was enough justice being served? Are we satisfied with what is handed out to him at the beginning of this sentence, and what would he do? You know, is it enough? And that's what I wanted to talk about this morning, this evening, this night. Hopefully, as per usual, hopefully everybody out there had a good day. Shout out to the Bush babies. Shout out to the people that get in a replay. Shout out to the people that pull up eventually soon. Shout out to the my co-hosts. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, with good behavior, yeah, Rain. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. So, how do you feel with being the first person that comments on it? Do you think that are you feeling as though you're satisfied with those type of numbers, or you think that that's kind of that's foul? Considering we don't care about that, but considering the fact that his family, George Floyd family, got who cares about it, but got a little bit of money, and then 10 to 15 years is that justifications to you? Hmm. You feel it as justice. That's why I hope that people will come to the platform, because I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of other people that think that he should get more. There's people that probably think less, of course, if the whole world was in here. But I'm kind of indecisive myself. I mean, you make mistakes, things happen. I also we didn't get to the bottom of this situation at all. I think for some reason there's a lot of things going on. These people want a race war for one, and I think that this guy, had a personal with George. I think it was more to meet the eyes in this situation that we don't, we're not knowing. We kind of hear that they had a past and they knew each other. So that's what I just wanted to touch. And then like me seeing some of, because I like I said before, I could be ignorant to a lot of people. Like since the whole 19 and like those type of things, that's when I start turning off the TV and start watching news, because it's too much corrupt and too much poisonous things that's been given to us. So, but I did see when the first quarter parents, and they were showing the inside of the store and what happened and stuff like that, which was hard to watch. But just to think that this guy lost his life behind $20 bill, false counterfeit $20 bill, is the premise. Yeah, exactly. They had that other job, exactly. The cop side job, exactly. And then then like they might have said it, then a woman might have been involved, and you know how guys get when a woman is involved as well. Even if it wasn't to do the officer's girl, even if it's just him liking a chick that he had more favor to, that's enough for it to be a problem. It's just a sad situation. I mean, period. Like you said, nobody want to see somebody go to jail, but nobody should lose their life. Like everything that I wanted to dig into, like on what P was on the other night, just like the Chicago couple. It's just real sad out here, real bad what's going on in these streets. I mean, people dying over, saying traffic violations, and it's just we're getting to the point that like everything is just real bad out here, real sad situations, man. People, your lives, no matter what type of life you live, what type of lifestyle you live, it's like your life is more valuable than 20 than losing it, over $20, or bumping into somebody, or argument going wrong, or you're in the wrong lane, or you're driving too fast, or just a simple argument, and just like that, boom, you're gone. You know, everything happens for a reason. Everybody can learn from everybody's mistakes, but you can't learn no mistakes. Well, you can, but the person can't learn when they're gone. That, like, once again, sticks and stones may hurt your bones, but hey, words. And when it comes to death, you can't get that back. Once you take somebody off this earth, there is no that's it. And that's what a lot of people seem to not understand. It's not a game. That once a person is gone, they're gone and they're not coming back. You know, so it's a lot of things going on, and like I said, that's just a number that he got 22 and a half years. Mhm. Oh, of course. I don't. Of course, anybody. I think all of this stuff that happened from the footage that we seen, Rain. I don't think that, like, it would just be somebody that's ignorant. And like I said, I'm colorblind. I don't. The only people that's gonna really argue with anything that really took place in that event is somebody that's just being an asshole on purpose, or somebody who just gotta, just obeys the, like, just somewhere else with it. The thing was clear to see. The guy was basically crying and pleading before it happened to him, and it's still the worst still happened to him. And like I said, I like seeing that footage and seeing what the cashier, what the kid did in the store. He just was the worst, because if he felt like he always faked, then he startled, then he waited, then he called, and like it just is a whole bunch of BS that took place. And it's just, man, that whole thing is sad. And like I said, for a long time, I didn't even want to watch that, because I knew, like, even seeing the footage, it just makes it worse. And like you said, when you see the other side of, like, what they wasn't showing us for so long, you see the other side of the van, and like how long he was on them. And again, this is over suspicious activity and uh counterfeit $20. Exactly. And then exactly. And like you said, a revenge kill, and then it's also deeper, because it's also like it could be premeditated on the strength of, like, when you say revenge kill, it could also be he told that kid, or he told saying that storefront, if you know that area, that like anytime that you see George come around here, you call this number, or you let me know, and I'm gonna get over here and I'm gonna fix it. So there's just a very, very sad situation. However however you look at it. I don't know. Do you remember, Rain, how old they said that the officer was? He's like in his 50s, because if he was to do some of that time, he's gonna wear on him that cut foods and turn into communities. Yeah, everybody. Um, that's a good question, Rain. I'm so simple. I mean, what I was supposed to do, the main. I mean, what I was supposed to do, we supposed to go to dinner. Uh, that's the main. I guess last weekend, and what I did for myself is the was my birthday present to myself, go to New Orleans. But we're supposed to go to oh really? So you what that makes you a Leo. What do you plan to do for yours? You got something in mind? Give me a half a second, man, because I have to turn this thing on. Damn, everything is on. I'm hot as hell. They have something in the carts too, because ain't nobody visiting. There's nobody visiting. Oh, oh, you talking? Oh, man, I just skipped you. Wow, that's why most of the time we click. I have a couple of people this Monday. I mean, this Wednesday. That's hold on. That's what's name's birthday too. Yeah, that's Tuesday. I think that's funny. That's I believe that's official's birthday too. Wow, I thought you that. That's my cousin's the chef, Hollister. That's one of my chef family. His is on that day too. I thought you were saying in July. That's what I just figured that you was talking about in July. Wow, that's crazy. All of us. I even think that hold on, is Gotti's that too? Because Gotti's birthday is too. I think Gotti's birthday. Nah, it ain't that. I think Gotti's is like the third or the second. Wow, wow, that's awesome. We didn't talk about that before. We had to talk about this before, and I must have forgot. Damn, that's crazy. That's why everything is cool with us for the most part. But yeah, I think, like I said, that's what's the name? What up, NBA City? What's going on, man? Go run, tell a friend, man. They got something with the not even a notification. Somebody has put out a bad spell. They're not messing with your boy. We're gonna have a good conversation. I'm not gonna be up here all night neither. But yeah. Rain, what did you say? Probably not to. So we got 2,000 people up here. I was trying to see what's up with Phil, trying to get friendly extortion to cook us a nice meal. We're gonna have a cancer party up in here all weekend long. We got you, official. I'm trying to think that I ain't seen Gotti up there. Gotti got cut down either. Got 4,000 people up in there too. Hold up. Oh, you about to? Hey, Beach, pull up. You ain't been up here in a minute. No, you know it's light in here and everything. Larry Beach. Hey, yeah, man, yeah. Pull up, Beach. I haven't had too many people pull up as early. Um, family, what I had talked about to start this thing is I rewinded, but what I was talking about is the guy the George Floyd thing. He had he got a hit with 22 and a half years. It's supposed to be his sentence. So I was asking people, do we how do we feel about that? What about yourself? Do we feel like that's enough? Do you feel like that are you satisfied with that? Or was you looking for like life? Was you looking for the death penalty? Or what how do you feel about that? You're listening, but well, you're in the bushes because you must be listening. So you're in the bushes, but that's for that's for somebody from the bushes. Danny, thank you for coming in. Now we starting to load up. I just need my co-host to come step up here with me, man. Danny, it's always a blessing to see you come around. One with rain, always sturdy. Um, how do you feel about what we was talking about earlier, Danny? Do you think are you satisfied with the 22 and a half years, or do you think that it should be more? It should have been more, or you think it's at a right number for starters? Yeah, so like I said, for everybody that just pulled up late, that's coming in here now, just should have been more. All right, yeah, um, yeah. Especially, I mean, the worst thing about it is like I think that it could be a fair number compared to his age. The thing is, what's really ugly is just like where we're gonna be at as far as it goes with he's eligible for parole. What I had read is that out there in Minnesota, you're supposed to do 2/3 of your sentence supposed to be mandatory. So, but I don't know. Considering that he's an officer, considering how they do so many things in this world to distract us, it's like his story is huge. But in 5 years, there'll be so many things going on. Are, are we going to be paying attention to his situation? Who knows what's going to be going on in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years? The first time he's up for parole. Uda. So I like got Uda up there. He might be. Hold on, I got you, Uda. Let me just hit the Uda block. What's going on?
Uda, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up?
Uda, live and
I'm in
direct.
I'm in
Where you at?
Atlanta right now and shit, man. I'm
Okay.
at a spot just doing an event, but I seen you went up, so I said let me step outside real quick at the event, come chop it up with
Oh
you a little
yeah.
bit, man.
I had checked
Let's
it.
show
So
some
you in
love.
two spots. I seen you with the show earlier. That was just a backdrop, or using Pittsburgh, or that was just the backdrop for the show.
Oh, that's the restaurant. That's my family barber's barbecue restaurant and shit. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
It's in Atlanta though. That's located out here in Atlanta where I did the podcast earlier today for the
Oh, that's
platform.
dope. Yeah, because you was doing so much. I rolled up in there. I've been supporting in everything you do. So I was in there, and I was just saying how you be exactly um networking and doing everything you could do. So right now, my question to you is what I start the show with is the boy Derek Chauvin, or how I don't know how you pronounce this
Shavin, I think, yeah,
officer's name.
Shavin, I think, yeah, Shavin.
So the number right now is 22 and a half years. So the question
Yeah.
is, are you satisfied with that number, or do you think that it should have been more, or how do you feel about that number?
Um, I'm surprised by the number actually. I'm surprised that he got that much time. Actually, is it is this should a person get should he get more? Should he get less? I know the family would want this person to pay fully for what he did. You know what I'm saying? Because this person's never coming back. But for the to see an officer, you know what I'm saying, actually get 22 and a half years, it's crazy to me. For me to even see that, when I said they told me that, I was like, "Were you serious, yo?" Nah, y'all joking. I couldn't believe it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I really like couldn't even believe that. You know what I'm saying? So that even shows how much of an impact things are happening all around the world. Because many cases like that, people always got off. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows how big of an impact his life meant. You know what I'm saying? All around the
right,
world, that there was an example made of him. You know what I'm saying? There was an example made of Derek
right,
Chauvin, or what his name is. You know what I'm saying? I think
right,
everyone in the system made an example of him. You know what I'm saying? To kind of stop some of the bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Is that going to stop some of the bleeding though? I still think that we didn't get no laws changed. You know, shout out to the Asian people. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they need to be getting hurt or anything. You know what I'm saying? But these things just started recently happening, and already things are implemented in place for them to have safety. When will we
right,
get some safety? You know what I'm saying?
right,
George Floyd, he's dead now, okay. But now the family got some money, okay. But what is changing? For real though, you know what I mean? Systematically, what is gonna change? You know what I'm saying? Is the system changing? One person getting 22 years, what is that changing? Is that changing the whole scope of everything? No. You know what I'm
no,
saying? Right after George Floyd, other things happen. Look at Dante Wright. Look at so many things that's happening. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So what is the satisfaction? If he got a death penalty, would they? Well, I asked you the same question back then. So if he got the
Right.
death penalty, right? Let's see, it was he in a state that was allowable, like a death penalty state? Because
No,
some
I don't.
states
I
will
don't.
allow.
I
I
don't
don't
really
know.
think so.
See, so I
I
can't
think
speak on things I
Texas,
don't know.
because I think Texas. I believe that Texas
Te-
is like the
Texas
only
is.
one that will
I think
do that.
Texas is right. I know
Yeah,
only
Texas
Texas.
is,
So
but yeah, only
all right.
Texas.
So therefore, it was if that was a regular person, what would they have got? They'd have probably got a higher sentence as well. Um, it's crazy, but I just still think that, what I mean, look, we put people like Biden in position. You know what I'm saying? All these people that we keep putting in position, not to say he's done anything or he's not going to do anything or whatever the case may be, but they're taking action already, but no laws are being implemented for some people to take some action for real, like systematically. If you do this and you shoot an unarmed person and and it can be proven, then this gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? This is something to
Right.
make a person think about it. There's nothing for nobody to think about.
Right. Yeah, because like I said, this thing is huge. It's like a catch-22 because this thing is so like huge on so many levels. Like you said, before, we have so many conversations where it's like a slap on the wrist. This is one of the hugest things technically for us, but it's also again could be one of those just shut ups. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
Juneteenth. This it can also just be a shut up. Like he did a lot. He's supposed to have got smoked. But then if you turn around and he just give you a 5 piece and then you just roll and then he just go to the sunset, then like, well, what was that? Because
Hmm.
this is just like you said. To me, this is worse
What's changing,
than
right? Like, what's going to change, really? When you
right.
ask about it now, look. So we got three other cases. Like, it was a couple. It's more, and in America already. It's mad. If we just
Mm-hmm.
Google right now, we'll find mad cases. That alone. But
Right.
we know Dante Wright. A few others happened right after that, right?
Right
What's
after,
going to
yeah.
happen in those cases? Is the same result going to happen in all of those cases now? See what I'm saying, son? Now, do everybody get the 20 years now? What's going on?
Right.
So
Right.
that'll be a whole new world we living in. Because look, coming up to Atlanta, I was stop. We would stop, right? Because we drove down to Atlanta, right? And the officer came and we stopped in Virginia. We would stop, right? Think about this, right? And he was a highway patrolman, right? I mean, country looked like one of the movies, man. You heard me, son? For real, son. Looked like one of the movies. He had the hat on like that. He was looking like straight country. You hear me? So I'm like, oh God. But that's what like things picture and pop up in our heads from scenes that we seen in reality, scenes we seen in our neighborhood, scenes we seen on TV, scenes we seen on movies, scenes we seen in documentary. So I'm already, you know what I mean? We be sometimes getting to think like that. So he approaches the vehicle, right? When he approaches the vehicle, he says, listen, hey, how you doing or whatever, because I guess we were speeding or whatever he said. He clocked us at a certain time, right? A certain
Mm-hmm.
speed, right? So he said, look, what he says. He said, look, man, this is a new world we're living in. This is the first time I've even
Wow.
been in police contact, right? And this is what he's saying, right? He says, listen, we're in a new world right now, right? I want to put my hands on the vehicle, all right, while I talk to y'all. Is that all right? So he puts both his hands on the vehicle like this in the window, and he's talking. I'm saying I'm on, right, and he puts both his hands in the vehicle and he's talking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Yeah, I'm coming in. Right. So he puts both of them in, and he's coming in, and he puts both his hands on the vehicle just like this. And he starts talking to us, whatever the case. And another time, they're so itchy. Maybe they're getting different kinds of training now. You see what I'm saying? Things are changing some way because I'm not used to nothing like that. When the police come, they usually come, they got their hand on the gun. Hey, the other guy comes to the other side. You know how it goes, right? Just to make sure. Look, he came and put both his hands in the car window like this. He said, I'm going to put my hands right here. He had both his hands on the window of the car because my window was rolled all the way down on the passenger side. Both his hands on the car like that. Like, it's a lot of things changing around America. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Right.
we believe it or not, what I mean? Is everything changing? Nah, but I just think that the impacts are really getting felt and heard around the world. And I think
Right.
that we're getting heard, I think, a little bit more.
Yeah, because uh, it doesn't matter. They switch it up, but I know you're the go. But it's funny, like our counterparts. So, like I said, that like saying the car case is like they're participating, and we're gonna need them. This the only way it's gonna work is we need them to participate in a lot of the things that's been going on. And like I'm trying to tell people, it sucks because they do be oblivious to certain things. That's why when other conversations that we had recently, or since I've known you, when I remember before when I was talking about the normal things that we do that we take for normal by just having the guns out or just smoking weed and doing certain things and just expecting people to know this or people to see this. We think, black, everybody's seen New Jack City or Above the Rim. Like, no, they haven't. And those are the same type of things. But like some of the things that we go through, and the racist stuff that we go through, that without being bad, certain white folk don't know that they like, how they be appalled when we tell them certain stories, and it be true because they don't have that same experience.
No one's
So
appalled by now, though. I mean, by now, if you're appalled right now, like, stop. I think you're just faking. Because there's too many things, bro. There's too many things in
yeah,
society. If you went to school, if you went anywhere, man, if you went to school, you know what the hell happened in this world. So we're not going to do it. People are just faking, man. Come on, man. Let's be honest, man. We know what's happening. Unless you was under a rock somewhere or really isolated like those tribes that's been untouched. And if you come and
mhm.
cough around them, the whole village dies. Unless you're those people,
But
we
see,
can't accept that. We
but
can't accept that.
no, I don't see. Well, I kind of tend to lean to it because, like, I'm not going as far as the Little Wayne ignorance you talking about. He never experienced fucking racism, that dumb shit. I'm saying where it it's some things that certain things is not of their interest, or why would they know certain things? It's certain things that like they just wouldn't know. Some of them, you see what I'm saying? That I
Yeah.
understand if you think about it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I don't give it no excuse. It's just that I can understand. But because to me, like I said, now the shit like the situation we're talking about right now with George Floyd, there's certain Caucasians and stuff that are seeing these things be so oblivious and so bad that they're like, oh, these guys like this is really
Bro,
happening to them.
George Floyd was serious, bro, and it's a tragedy, bro.
Right.
Travesty, everything, right, bro? I'm gonna tell you this though, bro. Look at the videos, bro, of the 60s and all of them times, man. The 50s and all
Right.
those crazy times, bro. The black
Mm-hmm.
and white videos we see, son, with the
Mm-hmm.
people getting hosed down like dogs in the streets, people
Right.
getting beat over their head while they running, and it's crazy, son.
Right.
It's crazy. This shit is crazy. It's been crazy for a very, very, very long time. Even if you want to say you don't remember the 300 or the 200, come on. You don't remember the 40 years, bro? We
Mm-hmm.
don't remember that. We don't understand Martin walking around getting hit in the head with boulders in his head. Boulder, big rock like this, half a brick in his head, keeping it pushing, walking by, people holding the man up while he getting hit in the head with a rock. Bro, we've seen too much of this. What are
Yeah,
we
we
gonna do to
definitely have.
change this? We have to
Yeah,
systematically
but
change this.
see,
And
this is what I
I
said.
don't blame nothing on white people. I don't
Right,
blame
that's what I'm
nothing on
saying.
white
That's
people.
what I
I
said.
don't blame it like on white people. Some people
I'm
just blame things
starting to,
on white
yeah,
people.
exactly.
Not
I'm
me.
starting to feel family in a certain way.
We have
I
to
feel
blame certain
both
things on
sides of
people,
it,
bro.
but we definitely have to start cleaning up our own mess. Like I said, that's why it's
Can't
good to
blame everything on
always
white
have
people, bro.
we have to always have this dialogue, what I'm saying? I give it to Friendly because I always would, and it still happen. I always would bang heads with Friendly about that, always pushing the envelope of that. And that's what I was gonna get into later. Wish he would pull up. But yeah, it's stuff like that that we have to start being responsible. Like it's definitely they have to be responsible. They have to stop saying, "Hey, this is not the right place to talk about that." This is no. We need to have this conversation. We have to have this conversation. We have to do this. We gotta stop ignoring it, getting away from it. Stop lying that it's not racism in America when it's in every state that America has. It's in every town, basically. The best that you do is just
Hey,
act like you
listen,
don't know
I'm gonna tell
about
you
it.
that let me show you something, son. We have to start breaking it. But the way to break stuff, racism to me, I felt is taught. It's a learned thing. I think it's a learned
Yeah, of
behavior, bro.
course.
It's
Of
learned.
course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of
Whether
course.
psychologically, whether subconsciously or whatever, I think it's a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? So,
Of course.
so the best way to do things is to start to break things down by unlearning something, man. By learning other history, man. White people need to learn more about black people history or whatever you
Right.
want to call it, black or African American, whatever you want to call ourselves,
Mhm.
because some people identify as different things.
Right.
And whether it's black people, we already know a lot about white history because we are taught a lot about it in school already, and we're not even taught a lot about our own history. But that doesn't mean that we still don't have to understand more. But I think just understanding, bro, we all people, bro. Period. That's point blank. We all people, son. We all got
My young
families.
brother
We all
NY80.
got families that we
Right.
trying to make it home to at the end of the day. We all out here trying to provide. We all out here busting our ass trying to do something to provide for our family, regardless of what the skirmishes or our disagreements with any person, race, creed, or anything. We all out here on the world trying to do what we got to do to step something up, our kids or somebody up out here. And at the end of the
Right.
day, man, it goes back to two things, man. You either here to encourage or you here to discourage. Every time you open your mouth, your words will encourage somebody or they would discourage someone, man. Just like I'm joking on somebody, I'm gigging on them too much and thinking too much. I might be discouraging this person and breaking down this person's pride in certain ways, man. Just because I'm joking
Mhm.
and ranking on them in certain ways, man. We just got to take those kind of things to heed and think about people's feelings, man, and not just our own shit. Because we only think about feelings when it comes to our own. That's it. You know what I mean? And we can't knock nobody because we live in a society that we do live in, and it is like crazy all the time. But it's not going to change if nobody don't break that cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's just an ongoing cycle, man. You already know the vibe, though, man. You
No
already know.
doubt.
See, I'm mid live. I'm about to go do a little performing in here, probably see what's going on, man.
All
Podcast
right.
live. But I
All
just want to
right.
drop in here, man. Show you some love, man, from the A, man. Nothing but love, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Teeth. Make sure, man, dope content. A real good brother, man. And you know, we got to do something. I got to talk to you about New Orleans and all that, man. We got to chop it up, bro. We got
Yeah.
to chop it up about that, man. I
Yeah.
wanted to go, man. I was supposed to go last year, so we
Oh,
gonna chop it up
serious.
like tomorrow, so we can do something.
Exactly.
Chop it
Yeah. Definitely got to hit me. I mean, that was the spirit of more type of thing, but definitely
up.
just hit me up on the
Yeah,
Jeezy or
yeah, like
whatever.
tomorrow, son. We gonna chop it up.
Yeah.
We gonna chop it up. We can do it on the live. We gonna chop it up. So I'm gonna hit
All
you up
right, man.
tomorrow.
All right, man. Thanks for blazing the stage. Go blaze that stage, man. To represent, man.
Always
That's
love, bro.
easy
You know
for
that.
you anyway. That's easy for
Always.
you. All right, man. Thanks for coming up and chat, chopping it with us, man.
Salute to
That's
y'all, man.
Uda
Salute to the chat, man.
Block.
Salute to the
You
chat.
see it? He got it
Uda,
up
Uda
there.
Block. You already know,
Subscribe.
man.
You see it? He got it
Go
up there.
subscribe. Go check out
Subscribe.
the new episode of the platform. I just unveiled the platform on my Uda Block. Subscribe to
That's
the Block Network. We out here,
I'm
man. You
trying to
already
build
see?
it back up. I shared it. I shared the joint with you on OG too.
We
So
cooking, we
yeah.
cooking, cooking to you. You already know.
All right, bro. All right, that was Uda Block. I understand you, Danny. That's what I'm saying. That would have been a good thing. You said to put the life behind the sentence. I feel you. Again, man, this is an open panel for anybody, for the whole team, for everybody to come up. Thank you for continue to show your support, Danny, and everybody that's here, and all the people. Like I said, I think I don't want to. I see Durango Mommy was here. Thank you, babes, for coming through. Everybody that's a part of it. I don't know how to say it. Isaiah, he's his name. Oh, he's coming up here right now. That's good. How do you say your name, bro? I was about to mess it up.
What's up, y'all? Isaiah with the E.
Oh, Isaiah. Okay, I'll say it's just like it's Isaiah, but Isaiah. That's dope. Your parents did
Yeah,
good, or if you freaked it.
yeah, my bad, man. It's my first time, I guess, being on your show, or I just subscribed or whatever. Yeah, I
Thank
was
you,
just
bro.
checking you out, man. I see y'all talking about some real content, some real stuff
Yeah,
that's. So I just wanted to holler at y'all.
yeah. You was down with the family. You was in what's the name? Pain. Like basically, man. When I'm up here, basically, most of the time I have like this. It be open, or I'll talk and then I let people come up here most all the time. And anytime you come in, I mean, it be joking, it could be crazy, but for the most part, my channel is just about what we're doing right now, all the time, just trying to build. So anything that you have to say. How do you feel about like what we talking about right now, as far as the cops, his
Yeah,
situation and stuff like that?
it's you know, I understand. It's homie did wrong, man. You know, sitting on old boy's neck like that. But you know, I I feel, you know, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Of course, you know, 25 years, that's a long time for anybody. You know, bro, I wouldn't wish that 25 years on my worst enemy.
Right.
Uh, you know, but yeah, you know, the laws, they take these jobs, bro, and you know, they I guess they need to be held to a certain standard. So I
Right.
understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know, being a cop, that ain't easy, bro. You know, it's shit, man. You know, I think I was just watching a video just a little while ago, man. A cop just, you know, knocking on somebody's door for domestic violence, and that dude opened his front door and shot him right on the spot. You know, so I'm not saying that you know, we need to the laws need to be able to get away with doing certain things. You know, they need to be held responsible for what they do, and I definitely think that this court case shows that, bro. It shows that, hey, you know, no more, you know, bullshit. You know, y'all can't be messing up like that. So you know, it's a good thing, but still, I still feel, you know, like, damn, you know, 25 years, shit, man, I wouldn't be able to do 25 years now, you know. Uh, so yeah, it's just one of those things, bro. I do hope that, you know, it gets better out here, you know, with the laws, you know.
Hmm.
They, you know,
I mean,
they,
see, the thing is, like, I would say, I can understand what you're saying. I mean, the again, the problem with that situation is so many different narratives. It's for
yeah,
one, this is what makes for one. It's two things. For one, like you said, you're an officer. You're holding an honorable job. You
yeah,
understand? So, unfortunately, if you are gonna get penalized and they do keep it 100, you are in a situation where you're gonna get penalized more because you're in an honorable. So when you fuck over there, that's only right. That's just like if you're a judge. And just imagine if a judge end up going to getting a criminal charge because he was sitting on the bench doing what the f he wanted to do. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, you're a judge, so you mean to tell me for 10 years you was just sending people to jail because you was mad with you had personal issues? You can't do stuff like that.
right, right,
So in a way, this is what basically goes down to this situation. Like I was telling the young lady Rain earlier before you pulled up, is like they're not getting down to this nitty gritty. He had a problem with this dude. That
yeah,
wasn't just that afternoon. So this turns into like premeditated murder. Like, it ain't
yeah,
really, it's not a true premeditated murder. Like, when it would be like, yo, I'm sitting up here and I'm gonna kill, but it's a form of premeditated murder that we have, and you're a police officer. So
right,
if
yeah,
the court of public opinion would really got to sentence him, he would get life. When you're talking 20 years,
right,
public
bro.
opinion would give him the death penalty, because all of this stuff we as a people are going through with them people. That's what makes it so bad. It's a lot of dynamics in this situation, man. Is that what's going on with police brutality? Then the way that he went about it, and then not only that, you you have a personal with him. We find
Yeah,
out that you
they
have
work
a
they work together at the same bar or something, right? Like, and I guess
yeah.
the cop is known to be an asshole or something like that, or
Mm-hmm.
something. You know, I really didn't keep up with the court cases or nothing.
Not me
But
either.
what about his the cops that were alongside him, just watching them? Did they you think they're gonna get the same sentence, or what do you think they're gonna, you know, their punishment will be like?
I don't know for sure because I don't know what they were trying to get them before. I don't think that they would get the same thing. They're not going to get the same thing, but they're going to get something. Is I think earlier they're probably going to get something where probably they're not going to be able to be an officer and probably get some type of probation or depending on what they're going to get hit with something. But I don't think none of them is going to get hit with anything close to him or really be sitting up in no prison time for real, for they're negligent. How you say that? They're negligent. I can't even say it, but they neglected the situation, and that's
Yeah,
what they're gonna get hit up for.
I appreciate
Hey,
what
Dello, how you doing, honey? Thanks for coming. It's an open panel. We're talking about George Floyd for starters, and you can come up if you want to. Go ahead, E.
side. Yeah, I appreciate what homeboy said earlier about like how they they punish the cop for doing wrong, but there ain't no real change that can be really enforced here. Like
Mm-mm.
we want some laws, bro. You know, I
I but
I don't
see,
know
no,
or nothing, but I'm saying like the cops, bro. They like it's
but
easy for them to pull you over and be like, "Oh, I smell something," or it's happened to me so many
Mhm,
occasions. I don't have felonies or nothing, but just for
mhm.
them to be like, "All right, yeah, you might be on this gang list." I don't know the intel they look at, but they definitely, you know, they harass, bro. That's just known.
But see, that's the thing. Like when you just said, the dude was saying that nobody did this, nothing came out of it. See, this is the thing that we want with the justice, where something is could come out of it. It's now those police that think that they can do whatever. It's finally getting to see that hey, you actually can go to jail. They actually might do something.
Yeah,
Before they just been walking scot free. Now, even though it took the whole damn country and all this videotape, and goddamn well where this should have been not even going to court for, but now it kind of takes the arrogance of just a little bit off of the asshole cop to just feel like he could do what the fuck he wants to do because hey, it's a chance now that you could lose your badge and you could really go sit in prison. So it did a little bit on that level too.
and now you say, man, it needed to be done, bro. A few years back, man. It actually happened here in Dallas. Well, it started with
Oh,
that Facebook video of that dude. I don't know if this is the one. I may be wrong. I want to say Philip
mhm.
Castillo. Brother man had his seatbelt on and everything, and that cop went up to the passenger window and he said, "Oh yeah, I got a gun or whatever," and he had the right to hold a gun, and that cop just shot him on site. It was on Facebook Live, and then that I want to say the following day, that shooting in downtown Dallas happened
Uh-huh.
where that dude was just shooting cops, bro, and that shit, it was crazy down here. We're like, man, I can't believe that shit happened in Dallas, but it
Right.
dawned on me. It really goes to show, man, these actions have consequences, bro, and if the
Right.
law aren't stepping up to do their part to give that punishment, and then the streets will do it, or
Exactly.
vigilantes, or and so I didn't feel the same way. Like the next day, you hear on the radio, oh, you know, we gotta give love or this and that. I'm like, nah, man, that dude didn't deserve that. And this was a real response to, this and shit. So it's like and then I think even after that, another shooting in Louisiana. But yeah, man, these actions have consequences. And if it's not gonna be the laws or their justice system to apply the pressure, then yeah, people are gonna start taking matters into their own hands. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And
so
on both sides, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? As a civilian, you don't want no shit like that.
nah,
You
hell
know,
nah.
as anybody, you don't want anything like that. What up, Ern? So you basically saying because I've never been out there before, and I really don't hear too much of reports until like what is his name? Free no Freddie. What do we call him? There's a rapper. Can't think of his name, but Freddie. But we didn't get too many reports on Dallas, but so the way you're saying it is, for you was born in Dallas, you've
I'm
been there
from
all your
Bronx.
life.
It's about an hour outside Houston. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
I moved to Dallas about 2010, bro. The city's been good to me, man. Jobs
Oh,
out
okay.
here, so
Oh,
we
okay.
blessing, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. No, so what I was saying, hold on. So, damn, it's low. Damn. All right. So what you saying is that basically, so the violence level for the most part of the 10 years or 11 years that you've been there, for the most part, it's been low. It's been like so Dallas to you is like a smooth, easy going place.
There's spots everywhere, bro. As far as a man just handling his business, trying to take care of his family, yeah, you'll
Well,
you'll have it easy, man. But there's folks out here just looking for trouble and see what they can get into, and those are the guys that I think run into issues. But yeah, I mean,
no,
I've been just
well,
working them
can you
40 hours.
explain? Can you explain
Yeah.
the like how the setup is out there? I never like I'm always interested in demographic. And so like you said,
Uh,
I mean a lot of places like so you just basically saying too if you mind your business that you should be straight out there. But like is it mad gang influenced out there or like how is it
Now the
how
thing
like
about they got a lot of homegrown. I mean, as far as like I don't have too much knowledge on like the black gangs that are here, but because I'm not originally from here, but the Hispanic gangs, bro, they're mostly homegrown, based from their neighborhoods. Real cool. They got for most part Hispanics on the east side, southeast side. I'm here on the east side in Garland. Um,
mm-hmm.
you know, the black community got they're set up pretty much in the south. Uh, and then they kind of share Oak Cliff with the Hispanics on the west side. But yeah, a lot of homegrown gangs in Dallas, bro. And then that prison gang from Texas, Thongo Blast, they ride deep out here. Uh, I'm not a gang member or nothing, but I just growing up around a lot of that with my family members. I just kind of peep game and whatever. But yeah, I want to say since I don't hang around, nonsense, trouble really don't come my way. But
Right.
yeah, a lot of Mexicanos too, from straight up from Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, so they don't speak a lot of English. Other than that, I can't really think of any other details, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean that's cool enough. I just wanted because I mean when you said something earlier about like yo you were so shocked like this really don't happen in Dallas, it's like when you said that it kind of it registered as like you were saying it like not that it was soft or anything but you was like just saying it like it's not bad out there like so that's the impression and
I
then like you
mean,
said
yeah, for the most part, like the crime, it's done on people that know each other. Like that one dude that did that in downtown, he was just shooting on at every cop he could see. So yeah, if you got a problem with somebody out here, yeah, it might be different for you. But shit, I've been just working, man, minding my own business. So
right
everything's
that's the best thing to do.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. That's another thing that I would say across live um replay or whatever. Like I said, I would never encourage anybody. That's not my lifestyle. Anything is like never like that's what again to try to change the dynamic of the conversations that we be having is like to encourage people to have jobs, try to go to college, or I mean even if that's what's in your brain, but like they have a job, get you a lady and just fall back. Ain't nothing like that's what the conversation I be saying that we have to have. It's like we're in a situation where even grown men be like thinking about talking and not and worried about like having to say some hard shit or having to be like, yeah, I run around with this and 20, 40 niggas, I shoot this, I smoke one. Like, no. If we fucking work at fucking Home Depot all your fucking life, You shouldn't
Yeah.
be worried about saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your lifestyle. Don't be afraid of that. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to you personally. I'm just saying that those are the things that I was thinking about earlier and things that I want to talk about is like we gotta, stop like having this hood mentality. I start talking for me being black in my community is just having that. Those are things that we need to throw to the wayside to get better. All of us, it's like we just cling on to this thug mentality, this being tough shit that
Hey,
gets us nowhere.
I hear you, bro. It's like, growing up, we were all taught to be hard, be tough, and then you get out into the economy, you're like, man, I can't do shit with this. I was taught to be hard my whole life, like, man, I can't get nothing out of this shit. So yeah, man, we got to find a way how to come up and just take care of our
Anthony,
family.
you can pull up if you're not scared, but Anthony comes through. My fault for cutting you off because I was going to listen to what Anthony say. I live in Arizona. Everyone is open and carrying. There was very low crime rate, and there's no game banging around. Yeah, that's funny. That's how things work when it goes the opposite way. Then and most of the time it's gonna go that way. If everybody fucking got guns and everything to carry, then nobody's gonna shoot it. Then nobody's gonna be shooting nobody when it. That's exactly.
Yeah,
That's just like stepping up to the bully. Like if he doesn't have no sucker to fight, then there's no bullies. Like if everybody got guns, then they're not gonna shoot nobody.
I hear
That's
you.
just itself proves that motherfucking gangs and shit. It be cowardly acts. Like in a way, people get mad or be like, oh, I probably wouldn't say that in front of them on their block when they're 30 deep. No, wouldn't be wise. But a lot of that shit is just cowardly shit. At this point, we just keep seeing that it's not getting a lot of people. It's not getting us nowhere.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. And I want no matter the color and whatnot, bro. White, black, blue, purple. I want us all to shine, bro, and come up. Get knowledge and know what we're doing it for. Uh, yeah, I thought I did want to add in something. My daughter, she
Mhm.
was saying something the other day, bro. She's in elementary school, and I don't know if you've been seeing all this stuff about the critical race theory and whatnot.
What's
Uh,
that?
I guess they're teaching more about race, maybe
Hmm.
racialness or something. For me, myself, my family, I really don't speak on race a lot, or I maybe not to pay attention to it at all. And she was like, oh yeah, something like, oh, we talk like we're black or something. I'm like, who taught you how to speak? Who taught you how to say that? Where'd you learn that from? And I guess she said she learned it from school, but it just made me wonder, like, how should things be, bro? Like, should we be, see each other eye to eye, man to man, we without seeing skin color? Uh,
Hmm.
it's
I
I
think.
that's how I want it to be.
I mean, like I said, I think when they said like prejudice and race, like I know I'm not racist at all. I'm colorblind, like what you said. Like I be telling these women or people all the time, like if it's a woman or something, like I definitely colorblind.
Yeah,
Like I don't, what I'm saying, in the like you when it comes to men, like conversations, chilling, kicking, like I don't do that. Like I said, I might say something ignorant when we're mad. That's why I said I think everybody has that, and that's how like being black. That's how we are. And everybody's like that. It's not just me. You're gonna be descriptive. If like I
yeah,
get mad at you, I'm like you motherfucking fat Mexican bitch
yeah.
ass
We
nigga.
want
Like
hurt.
I'm
We
going,
want to say something
but
hurtful.
it's not me like having some disgust or me having. It's me just talking of trying to just get right to it over Spanish, like I'm up north, so it's gonna be a Puerto Rican or a Dominican person. I'm gonna call them a Dominican something, but that's not racist. I don't. Me personally, that's what got me for. I don't do shit like that. I don't really care about that shit. Long as I think that the people are 100. But it is like you said, it's a conversation. But I kind of think, like you said, I don't think that's a conversation that elementary students should be having because that's the type of shit that starts racism in itself. Because like me and somebody else was just talking earlier, is because the shit is taught. Racism is taught because, again, I mean, all of us, people that had these conversations before, if you go and you see it in, like us, when you're in kindergarten or the first time you could go in any clinic or anything where kids are raised, you usually have a room full of babies of all the babies of the world. Those babies
Mhm.
are gonna play with each other and have a great time because they don't
Yeah,
know about that shit. So that proves to
yeah,
you that racism is taught. Even kids up to 5 years old, they're not gonna have that problem. So it's taught. So then again, like I said, elementary student, especially like what you just went through, and like what you saying as a parent in your home, having your child in elementary school being taught to somebody that they're being taught about race, and that's not really in their best interest. They're gonna be. You can hear me, bro.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what's the problem. Yeah, you must be, but what up, Jay? What's going on, brother? But yeah, but I think that that's not a conversation. Not for you to get mad, but you understand. Like I see what you're saying. It's
No,
good for her to know the difference, but that's something that you need to be telling her or like understand and to tell her like how you feel. Like yeah, it's a difference, but you treat everybody equal, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. You know what I mean? You do that. That's not for like how you learn for you to be having some person, a teacher telling them something because that's
yeah,
not in their best interest. And I know it's not in their best interest to be telling no elementary student the right thing about race.
right, right. Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate it, bro. Having me on your podcast, man. It's pretty cool. I ain't never really participated like this before, so yeah, man. I feel like my opinion's been heard and been valued. I appreciate that. Real talk.
Yeah. No, that's only $50 on the way out.
Already.
I'm only fucking shit. This dude's face changes. Like what? Like how did I didn't sign up for that. Nah,
Yeah.
man. I'm just like that, man. I don't have enough traffic to be, you know what I mean, and even if I did, I'm not like everybody's platform is different. I don't, I'm not big and huge that I would try to keep. I want to hear from everybody, especially for what we're talking about and what's going on right now. We need different cultures. And like I said, I'm up north, and that's what I like for people to be from all over the world and get to hear and see people from all over the world have conversations with one another and see and feel what's going on with them and how they living. And that's why I asked you what Dallas was about because that's how I am. I'm intrigued by things like that. So you just help me, you know what I mean? You just help the platform as much as and don't be afraid to do it if somebody else lets you come up. And any other time that you feel as though, coming up here, you welcome to come to the platform. Like you said, you subscribe. So any other time you
Ready.
welcome. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to play the bushes. You can continue to play the bushes, but any other time it's a conversation and you come through here, man. Just it's the same thing. Just ask to come up here and we kick it the same way.
Already, man. Shit. Yeah. Anytime y'all find yourself in Dallas, man, just come through, bro, and we see what we get into or something.
All right, man.
Already, bro. I'm gonna let you go.
All right,
All
no problem.
right,
Thanks for
peace.
coming up here and sharing.
Already.
Yeah, these people are in and out, but it's all good, man. I thanks our brother for coming up here and kicking it with us. I ain't seen Jay vlogs in a minute, but everybody's all over the place. I don't know what happened to my well, he didn't say he was gonna come up here anyway. I can't keep cussing to fill out. He didn't say he was coming through. But also that I wanted to talk about besides, the situation that Isaiah had some shit going on with and that was dope. Yeah, God bless you too. Ern, how was your night, man? How was your day? It's still early over there at Ern's time. It was somebody else up here. Oh, that was home team. He was at oh yeah, a couple of people. Eminem had stopped by, but he jetted, Mr. Jetted in. too. Nah, I also was gonna yeah, like I said, man, to get to the next part is just like again, like my brother Friendly would always say that with everything that's going on, man, we gotta find a way to clean up our own backyard and be responsible for a lot of stuff that's going on in our neighborhoods and what's going on with us as a people and trying to, do better with a lot of things that's going on. I mean, and it's a lot going on. At the same time that all this negativity, it's a lot of people doing right. So, like I said, it's just a whole whirlwind of things, and these are the times to be talking to people. These are the times to be even, you know, having conversations of getting loans, having a conversation of just doing better. What I'm saying, all together in the community. It's just that everybody gotta, because so much things is going on that by the time the smoke clear, it's only gonna be nothing else but to go up. It's only gonna be nothing to do left but to go up because the things that we were going through right now, these are very tough times. A sidebar for that. Ern, you said it was raining this evening. So how about the how does your plans? Did you finish your what you was doing last weekend? Did you finish your garden and stuff? Oh, they keeping the popo going. See what I'm talking about? The city never sleeps nowhere. I keep forgetting. I know everybody. That's the thing that's been going on too with YouTube and everything, man. It's Friday. It's basically summertime. Everybody's back in a groove. A lot of people running around. Their masters that they feel like it's back. That's one thing people gotta understand, man. We're never gonna get yesterday back again. No matter how dope it is, no matter how much fun we have, we're not gonna get yesterday back. Okay, that's dope, man. I wish you show me when it's done, man. Send me a picture of it, man. I want to see what you got going on over there, Chucky baby. Yeah, Nestor got some growing some vegetables and shit, huh, the mommy. He trying to keep that on the low. He think he's slick. He want to keep it to himself. Like I asked everybody else, how about you, Honda? Durango mommy, how do you feel about that cops sentences? Do you think that was enough, too much, or about right? I was gonna ask you, did you hear about that shooting in the Chelsea area? But I keep forgetting you with Jersey. Okay, we got 7,000 people. You said it wasn't enough. Okay, you one of the people that said it wasn't enough. Okay. Oh, my little brother, what happened to them? Yeah, damn, yeah. Coming out of left field, we have Mickey Mantle, and he struck out the babe.
I'm saying I ain't
Babe
gonna,
Ruth is
bro.
looking.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, now true, yeah. Now sometimes my AirPods be bugging on the StreamYard and shit, but yeah, man, I don't know what's up with the Yankees, man. They on some bullshit, bro. They ass this year.
We have the babe
Salute, Honda
looking at
Mommy.
an 0-2 count. No, sir. Yeah, man, that is just a game regular season. You know how them boys is. You know how baseball is. They get on going on goddamn 2023. What was worse is what happened to Atlanta. I didn't even have to watch that game after the third quarter. That shit
What
was a
happened?
smash out. Oh, you
What
didn't see
happened?
none of that?
Nah, I ain't watched that game. I watched a little bit of
Man,
the
the Bucks is about to come on
oh
again.
oh
The
oh
Bucks had them
oh
by about 40.
I thought you was talking about the baseball and oh yeah, I watched the basketball game. The Bucks kicked their ass tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you was
So,
talking about the Atlanta Braves. My bad.
oh, I'm all over the place. Like I asked everybody else, man. So the cop for sitting on Floyd, he got sentenced to 22 and a half years. Do you think that that's right, too much, or not enough?
Hold on. Before I answer that, I just want to say salute to Ernesto in the chat. He just said salute to me, so I just want to say that. But hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. He got more time than I thought he was gonna get. I was probably thinking he was gonna get like 5, 6 years, the most 10. But he got more than I thought he was gonna get. Because in other situations, most you know how that shit go. Cops don't really get that long and shit like that.
That's
They don't be. You feel me? They don't be getting that much time. The most they probably get is like 10, 15. But he got more time than I thought he was gonna get.
right.
So yeah, he deserved it. So yeah, like I said, he got more time than I thought he did. So hey, it is what it is, man. Shit crazy.
So instead of shots, let them rock,
But I'm
rock.
saying, T, you know how I feel about like, I don't really get into all that Black Lives Matter
Yeah.
and all that. I don't
Ooh.
really know that. But
Yeah, I mean, like I said, me, like I said, I don't know what it Mr. Distortion Man is, but on top of that, man, it's just two conversations that I'm trying to bring to it is that that the music, I'm saying our hip hop and rappers went to sugar the shit, went from good music to horrible shit and everything's about killing and again on one side of our mouths we yelling peace and then on the other side we yelling violence, man. Where do you think you being a young man yourself, man, where do you think that comes from? What you think we can do to like just put that shit in, just trash that shit?
the first thing we gotta do, the first thing we gotta do is stop. The first thing the whole world gotta do, besides Chicago, we all got to stop dick riding Chicago. That's the first thing we got to do. We got to get off of that because we wasn't disrespecting dead folks, but we was never disrespecting. Never was cool. It never was a big thing. You never heard rappers disrespecting the dead, disrespecting saying. You never seen motherfuckers go on to people's graves, pissing on it, all this type of crazy shit. How they be in New York and all that. GK this day, GK crazy in New York. Like, bro, that shit, like the whole world gotta stop that shit. Like every fucking sick, every state, every town, like niggas is talking about I'm smoking on this person, I'm smoking on this dead person. Everybody got a 30 clip. Like you get what I'm saying? But that's the first thing we gotta do. We gotta get off that Chicago shit. We gotta stop acting like we dumb. We gotta stop that. That's a fact. That shit's corny, disrespecting dead people. Like, nah, that's corny, man. And I'm
Right,
against that shit.
right,
That's the first thing we gotta do. And because the music is too influential, man. Like like I said, bro, like back like I'm not that old, but when I was in high school, like nobody wasn't thinking about gang banging. Like everybody like
mhm,
played football, played basketball. Niggas was trying to go
right,
to D1 colleges and D1 football,
right,
basketball. Like that's what the dudes I went to high school with, that's what they was on. Not me necessarily, but that's what like most of the people I grew up, that was my peers, like in my group, like my age bracket, like nobody wasn't thinking about that shit. Niggas was playing
right,
football and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now a couple years later, a lot of them niggas is banging and shit, went to jail and all that, but that wasn't how it was at the time. Now you see the young niggas in high school. I've been out of high school 6 years now. And now you see like the young niggas in high school, they don't play football, they don't play basketball. Them niggas
mm-hmm,
walking through the hallways with bandanas on and shit, throwing up brim, throwing up neighborhood blood, throwing up grape. Like, that's the type of shit that's going on where I'm from. Like, all the young niggas
right,
banging and shit. Everybody either blood or everybody grape.
right. And that's crazy. And I said that before, but it doesn't matter. Everybody broken record, and it just amazes me. Like I said, back in my time coming up, it's like I couldn't get off a basketball court or being on the field playing football. Since just playing tackle or tag on the street or whatever in the neighborhood. And it's like, man, and then we used to have bullshit courts, bullshit rims. They got these dope rims with the plexi backboards, nice nets. We didn't have no nets, shooting on fucking no nets. And everywhere across America, man, you can go on all these basketball courts and don't even see these kids playing ball. It's even amazing to me the niggas, the young cats that even make it to the leagues because it's like the only way is because those kids got size and know that they can get their peoples and they self out of the hood. It's like, but besides that, or the people, like us, the shorter people, or the people, it would be a miracle for us to make it to the league. It's like they're not coming close to touching no basketball course anymore. And
Nah,
those
nobody's
kids that are
looking like
tall enough who got skills, they go to prep schools. So
hmm
it's like it's crazy. Like I would never had a match. There's no way in hell somebody could have asked me that when I was a kid. Did like, yo, in 20 years or something like that, that nobody be out here playing ball, or you'll see somebody playing 21 here and there. But I mean, I know the days of going to the court, and if you wasn't nice, you might be sitting out there all day and not getting to play. Now it's not even nobody playing at all. That shit
nobody
just
playing
it's
at
mind
all.
boggling.
Everybody on the block. And salute the rain in the chat. Salute to rain, but yeah, man,
What up, King?
everybody on the block, toting pistols, smoking, drinking lean. That's all you see with niggas that's 14, 15, kid that's 14, 15, 13, 16, 17, right there from that range, right there. Like, you feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Like, right there from that range all the way up to about, 21, whatever. Like, that's all they on the block doing. That's all they, if they ain't on the block, they all in the room at their homie house. Shit like that. Shit crazy. Just crazy, man. But that's why I stay solo, bro. That's why I stay solo, big bro. That's why I'm on my own type of time. I don't gang bang. I don't fuck with nobody. I just be on my own type of time, man. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to be successful. That's it. I can't be around people that's like that. Like, I gotta stay far away from folks like that. I'm on a mission.
Right.
I'm on
I'm
a
glad
mission.
that you are, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna lead the, take care of yourself and lead by example for somebody else to see you and want to do the same. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work that I have to do myself too. But,
It's very easy to go out there right now and go get a couple bundles or a brick or two and and go make a couple dollars. It's easy to go do that. It's hard as
mhm,
fuck to go work for 2 years and get up every fucking day, and then you got somebody
exactly.
telling you can't be late and you can't even call out for fucking 90 days and shit like that. That shit hard. So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's easy to go do that. So I'm not trying to take that route. I'm trying to stay on that hard route because I know as long as I keep on busting my ass and keep working hard, I know the Lord got a plan for me. At the end of the day, whether that's now, whether that's 5 weeks from now, whether that's 5 years from now, I just try to keep
Oh
that
yeah.
mindset in the back of my head.
Right. Oh, they definitely reign. The last two things you said, they didn't change, and the loyalty is like that. And then people don't even that you could be around. People don't want to even see you do better. People will be mad at you or call you out your name because they seen that you wanna. I mean, some of this stuff ain't nothing really new under the sun, but it's people see you doing better. They don't want to see you doing better. They want you to be in misery or be living fucked up like them or taking risk and going to jail and doing dumb shit. And like Karan just said, all that stuff that people don't realize or youngsters don't realize, it's so easy to get in that shit, but so hard to get out of. Once you start going to jail and POs and dealing with
It's
all that
hard.
stuff, it's hard to get rid of that shit. Cause you can fuck around just like the dude in the jail sentence going to jail. You get on probation, then you fuck around, you're doing the right thing, then you don't get a job, but then you get frustrated, but then that monthly, yeah, they make you pay to be on fucking probation, like you want to be on that shit, and you'll be on that shit until you pay that motherfucker. So,
Like, like I tell everybody, man, like I don't got no record. Like I don't got no record. I ain't trying to brag about it. Like I don't got no record. Like the Lord,
right,
like God showed me, God showed me that I was put on this earth for a reason. Like there's been plenty of times where some shit happened and I just got up out of there. Like like 3 or 4 times. Like I left one of the cribs I used to hang out like 5, 10 minutes right before the shit got shot up. That was one time. I left.
yeah, yeah, I dropped off.
You feel me?
You didn't hear the last one you joined, the last part you heard, you said. But I basically what you said, you got up out of there at the right time, and yeah, a lot of stuff like that happens.
That's the crazy
Right.
part. My brother had stayed, and I had
No,
left.
and at that time, that's true, King A. I be trying to tell people that too. It matters what, you know what I'm saying, how bad the record is and what type of job you trying to get. If you just getting a regular 9 to 5, or you like what I did, if you talking about retail and you got a regular record or something, it's a lot of jobs you still can get with a record. It is an excuse to a lot of people because it's a lot
I
of
don't
stuff
got a
that you can
record. I
still
was
do.
saying just because I don't got a record don't mean I don't work. I'm saying I don't got a record because
No, I don't think that King Abel, he wasn't going against you or anything. I think he was just saying off of what you said because a lot of people would use that they didn't got in trouble to not be working, like to say, "Oh, I got a record," so then
yeah.
they
Oh yeah,
don't
that's
want to work. That's what he's talking
right
about.
about that. That's a fact. That's plenty of people excuse. My bad, King Abel.
Hmm.
My bad, big bro. I apologize
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah,
about
but
that though.
I get what you were saying, and then that's again, like I said, that you shouldn't be afraid. That's what I was just telling E that like you shouldn't be afraid to like telling people that yo, I ain't got no record. Like that's something that a person should be proud of. And it's funny again the way that you know our society and how we are in the hood, where even a person like gotta think or went in mind telling a little white lie about being locked up just to fit in or seem regular or to seem cool. That's just whack. You know what I'm saying? I would never like to. I've always been backwards like that. I don't even want to tell or roll up on a shirt. Yeah, I just came home. I was locked up and shit. Me, I never like was like that or want to
Sure.
tell nobody about going to jail. That's just not no cute situation for me.
4 year. I'm 24 years old. I just turned 24 on June 21st, last Monday. I haven't been in trouble. I've been arrested. I've been arrested as a juvenile. I haven't been arrested. I haven't been arrested since I turned 18 years old. I haven't had no interactions or no like none of that kind of shit with no police. None of that. Like the last time some shit like that happened when I was in high school, and I used to get caught with weed on me and get caught and shit like that with blunts and that and shit. And the cops used to like take me out of school. Like that's the last time I had like any kind of shit like that. Like I've been arrested a few times with dumbass stuff like that, having weed in school, shit like that as a juvenile,
Right,
17, shit like that, 16 years old. But besides that, since I got out of high school, and it's been 6 years. Like I ain't have no
right,
trouble, no problems with the cops. Yeah, you get harassed, and as soon as they run your name, I've been pulled over and shit like that. But like I don't do nothing wrong, so I don't gotta worry about nothing.
right. Again, you should be, you know what I'm saying, happy and proud about that shit and not look at the other way. If some people would be like, oh, yeah, shit, I got this, I got that. That's just not what's up at all. You know what I mean?
What's up at all, man? Like I can just you keep you I know you see it a lot on YouTube now. You starting to see a lot more wave of people doing videos like they never even been locked up talking about
Hmm.
jailhouse stories and shit like
Right. I don't
and
know. Yeah, I don't know why. Keep talking. Come on, give me a second so I get this water. But yeah,
all
that's crazy. I don't know why. I don't know why
right.
that's a.
I keep seeing mad people on YouTube with Rikers Island stories or this that story of jail. It's crazy. Dudes don't even like they never been locked up before. I'm saying I ain't never been locked up. Like, and the right
Oh
way.
shit. Yeah, I don't know why that's on people's hit list. But a lot of people, I thought, remember, it was looking like that shit was dying for a minute, and then it got another little second wave or run. But I don't see why people be like all crazy about that shit, infatuated with that shit, especially at these times, man. Like that shit's not like ill like that.
I don't know more. That shit's played out. What Queen slipped that shit, what, 2 years ago?
Hmm. Like I said, when them dudes came the first time, this shit was cool. This shit was alright. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just, I mean, if it's dead, certain shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, like my situation growing up, it's just like when you force things or you like you just living reckless or you doing shit so it can happen to you and shit like that. That's just crazy, man.
Nah, that shit crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. This see this world crazy, big bro. I don't know. That's why I just try to stay under the radar and stay low key. I don't be
Hmm.
like, I just decide becoming, man. I just be under, I'll be under the radar. I ain't looking for attention. I'm just trying to chill and just be on my own time, stay in my own lane.
Right.
That's it, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
take this
That's
trip.
another, huh?
Now take this trip to Cali on the 7th. And shit. About to
Okay,
be my
that's
first
what's up.
time ever. About to be my first time ever getting on a plane. A nigga ain't never been on a plane before. Nigga ain't never really been nowhere besides
That's
Virginia and
just
New York and fucking PA.
that's
You
just
know
like
that.
me.
So
That's a good move though to go to Cali, nigga.
yeah, I see you
It's
out
across the map.
I seen you out in the Nora. I seen you out there in New Orleans. I seen you out there. That's what nigga said about you. You be getting
Yeah,
up and getting the fuck. You be getting up and getting the fuck out of it
nigga, getting the
at a
fuck
time
up
and
out of
go.
there.
Yeah, that's a fact. I can't take that away from you.
I fuck with my boy. I don't know why this nigga ain't been hit me. He ain't fucking with me, but out of all the people, my nigga Vision really came and scooped me, nigga. That shit was crazy. Out of all the people,
Yeah, I fuck with my boy helping the division. I fuck with him. I fuck with
nigga
him.
really, I really see that nigga.
I
That
fuck
nigga's like, man,
with
that nigga like round. That nigga was going crazy. But
him.
yo, he told me, man, yo, that shit was serious, dog. I still chilled with that nigga for like, I mean, I chilled with that nigga for like all day. But and it was real fast. But I told one of them somebody got shot on his block, nigga got murked on his
Damn.
block. He told me, nigga, yo, real shit. That's why, like he said, he is who he say he is, and that's why he be bugging because nigga really got shot on one of his spots. The really reason why we wasn't over there because I wasn't feeling it and I was starving, nigga. I was like, yo, I was like, nigga, take me to Popeyes, nigga. I went to Nigga took me to Popeyes when we was leaving. This man called him and was like, yo, that nigga got murked over there on France. And he's just looking
Damn.
at him like, man, didn't I tell you? Didn't I? You know how he is. That nigga
Yeah.
is the same person he is on the internet. That nigga talking his ass off. Round, didn't I tell you what? Tebow, didn't I tell you? God damn it. I told you. It's like we almost got killed, boy. I told you.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
that nigga
was
had me shook the
screaming.
whole time. But Visions, I love you, boy. Vision showed me everything. That nigga took me to Cali, yo, nigga. That nigga took me to
Oh,
Magnolia.
he
I
took
seen
you to
all that shit.
Calio Project?
Yo,
Oh
the nigga,
shit.
yeah, but it's gone
Oh
though.
shit.
It's like a pop with this shit. And he took me to one of them to the, I think we went to the Mag nigga, and it was a raid. So the nigga showed me the nigga showed me a body. Then the nigga took me to Magnolia and then fucking it was a raid, nigga. I see all the hoes on dope fiend. And then it was a fucking these it was like 30 police officers raiding this dope house, nigga. I'm like, yo,
You ain't got a bad
it's like
root, nothing
I
like that,
told you.
did you?
Nah, I was supposed to with the chick, but Baton Rouge is further. But I was supposed to go to Baton Rouge, but I ended up not fucking with it because Baton Rouge is like an hour and some change. There was no reason. I was supposed to go out there though, but after there wasn't no reason for me to go to Baton Rouge though. But that shit, besides like anywhere else though, besides how man how crazy it is though, it's a nice ass place. Like especially downtown where I was at, man. You know what I'm saying? Like where Mardi Gras, like being on
Yeah, more
Bourbon, all that shit. That shit was dope, man. That shit's definitely nice ass place. Yeah, that's what I was about to say too, King Abel. What I was telling, that was my first flight too to go to Cali. That is a dope one, especially in Jersey from East Coast all the way to West Coast. That's the first place I went to when I got on a
yeah,
plane
so
too.
yeah. Yeah, I
From
can't
never
wait. I
getting
ain't gonna
into a
front.
joint to go across the fucking whole map, nigga. Yeah, LA is a motherfucker. But that's how that shit was, nigga. Canal Street, that shit, Palm Street, that shit was beautiful.
You took the plane out there, right?
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. You know, busting that shit. Hell no. Once you see that, once you, I mean, the paper, once you do that shit, bro, and just get it out your system, bro,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna be fucking with no buses.
yeah, nah, that shit going. I'm ready to get
That
that shit
shit
over with.
take too long. And the shit, me too, it be the same type of money. That's why you gonna kill it too. The Greyhound because the same type of money damn near as the goddamn plane. So nigga, that shit's out. This shit take too long, nigga. You'll waste the whole fucking day and a half when you can already be at a place.
Nah, that's a fact.
And then you like what I went to, nigga. Then another joint we was out there, young boy, the same shit we talking about, young boy, he jumps out the whip. My brody, he comes, he gets getting some butt from this nigga. All the niggas wild. This nigga gets like get a half a tray from the dude. Dude's out there, yo. Oh man, Karan, the nigga had the scale. They go drop the scale on right in the street, right on his spot in front of the store. Nigga, scale in the fucking half a tray, nigga. Then young boy jumps out, pants tight as a motherfucker. This nigga got the big ass 4/5 on him. Shit's just dropping out of his pants. He trying to catch this shit. He running in the designer store with like $8,000 in his tight ass pocket with the hem on him. I'm like, oh, this dude's a mess. Yo,
Yeah,
these kids are
wicked. That's
crazy,
what I'm talking
bro.
about. You see, that's exactly what I'm talking
They
about.
had the ski mask on, fucking hammer falling all over the place, and then had the nerve to have my $8,000 in his pocket and the money just all out of his pocket. Nigga. I'm like, yo, these
Yeah,
people are
hey,
something else.
that's exactly what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, that could be true. I mean, most of the time that's true too. Can I mean that's just like what I be seeing. Like for me, it's not even about bread. Like that's good because you can be in business. I just be moving and taking advantage of situations, and then I just be seeing niggas to be out making bread, bro, and these niggas do nothing, bro, and that be the shit that killed me. Is like how you sacrifice everything that you know that you're doing your life and everything, and getting clapped up, and you just basically getting geared. Like you sacrificing your freedom, your life for gear, nigga, and Jordans, nigga. That shit is
Yeah,
nuts.
that shit crazy, man. The real shit.
And I could kind of dig it. Like I said, I don't dig it at all, but I mean, I could try to understand it if you're a youngster, but I ain't talking about the youngs. I'm talking about niggas as close to niggas' age, niggas to be my age and shit like that. Like that shit don't make no sense, bro. These niggas been doing that shit for years, nigga. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
What you smoking on?
Yeah, I'm just fucking my squares, nigga. I ain't fuck with. I was just gonna tell you this nigga had the fucking, but I almost been in my zone to be fucking around with some damn. I don't even know bad. My tolerance for that shit is I gotta have some gas too, bro. Like that shit is crazy, Karan. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
you nigga, if I
nah,
have some trash or nigga has some fucking some trash, I would tell him about himself, nigga. I don't even smoke. I had
yeah.
yo, this nigga had a whole bunch of them. They hustled them niggas. Be having edibles, nigga. That shit did nothing for me, dog. I was heated. The nigga
Yeah.
gave my man a whole bunch of edibles, nigga. I had like a whole square fucking Rice Krispies, nigga. I was dogging that shit. Nothing, nigga. I was
That
pissed.
happened,
Had a
damn.
bag of fucking
Niggas probably ain't put
Skittles.
that much weed in there.
Must didn't it? I don't know what it was, man. And it was there because I was smelling it when the Skittles pack. I could smell both of them. I was smelling, and then on the Skittles shit, it's just like I be eating these sour shit. It's the
Yeah.
same shit that like I could tell the shit they put is supposed to get you there. It was on it. It just I don't think because the dude was telling my man it was like, yo, you know, supposed to drink with it. But I thought he was saying that like because it had you super gone But I now I'm thinking like it just don't go with it at all, nigga. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
because
that
you're not
shit.
gonna probably feel it because you're drunk.
Yeah, I
So you
think
know what I'm
that's what
saying?
he was
It's
saying, nigga.
it's more of a body. It's more of a body high than head high. So you know what I'm saying? If you drunk and your body feel crazy, you know what I'm saying? How you expect to really feel the feeling that you're really trying to get? You know what I'm saying? It's different than how if you smoke a blunt and you drink. You know you're gonna be
Yeah,
twisted
that's
up.
what I'm saying. He smoking Blizzy there. That's probably why. Then maybe yeah, that's probably what he meant. I thought
Yeah,
he
because
was.
you know, yeah, the edible give you a body high. I
Yeah.
don't know how drunk you were now. I don't know how much you drink. You know.
You know, I get it in, but even that, I won't even drink them like that because I was being careful. Because that shit is nigga. Like we always say that we be in front of them. That shit was like I said, that shit was 100 miles per hour. Oh, that shit was just crazy. That's one thing I could say about going out there. That shit is like that's just adult friendly and that shit's like family friendly at the same time. I ain't never seen no shit like that. But nigga, that shit just be crazy. Nigga, I was leaving. I left shit out on the table like crazy, just being
Damn.
stupid. Like, no, like all day long, that shit be popping up like 11:30, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the daytime. Nigga, that shit already be popping. Nigga. And every little like club or little bar shit, nigga, them niggas would just let you in there. That shit just was a hell of a time.
That was your first time going there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, man. How you feel how you feel about the Boston Celtics head coach, new head coach?
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, Abel. What you say? Come on.
How you feel about the Boston Celtics new head coach?
Nah, that's cool. That should help us. It's funny how the whole system went, but I fucks with dude.
Yeah, he was a Nets assistant coach this year. He said he
Mm-hmm.
married to Nia Long.
He bringing Nina. That's exactly. You know it's gonna go who he's going there. He bringing Nia along too. I'll catch
Yeah,
her
that's
ass on
funny.
Newberry Street one day.
Yeah,
I see
I
all
don't
that
even.
expensive ass Newberry Street.
They should keep the coach of the Mavs.
Oh, we gotta make some moves though. We gotta be way better than last year. They gotta
Yeah, I
get
got
that
rid of
shit together.
Timber. Yeah, that's crazy too. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
when I seen, I think that was the date. The second day I was there, I seen that shit. I was like, the fuck out of nowhere, got rid of that nigga. Like that shit should have been happened. But that's what they was saying. That nigga was heartbroken about that shit though. But they was saying that they was trying to see if they could got rid of the nigga in the middle of the season, nigga.
Yeah,
But ain't nobody want his broke up ass.
yeah, he's
But
done up, man.
he gonna get busy fucking with them. He gonna be himself next year. Watch.
He got healthy first. He wasn't healthy.
Yeah, he'll get in 2 years, 1 or 2 years, he'll get back to himself.
Who you think gonna win it all now, though?
I think if these niggas don't choke, I think Milwaukee will win if they don't keep fucking around with these niggas.
Yeah, I think if Milwaukee get to the finals, they could beat the Clippers or the Suns. I see
Yeah,
that.
they can beat those
Yeah, they could beat them.
because it look good. I like how the Suns and I like how they deserve it, but I just know that they're at the end they'll fuck around and find a way to crash too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because them guys don't really have that much experience.
Right.
I'm surprised. I'm saying, they got this far. I didn't even. I ain't going front, bro. In the beginning of the season, when I first heard the Suns got Chris Paul, I was like, they either gonna be a 6 or 7 seed. If they do make it to the playoffs, they
Mhm.
out in the first round. But man, they proved me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see them. I definitely didn't see I definitely didn't see them getting as far. And same shit with the Hawks. I thought the Hawks probably would have been
Right.
like you know, a playing team or some shit like that. Best scenario.
Right.
And both of them teams shocked me. Same as my team. My team shocked me. I didn't think we was gonna be that good this year.
Yeah, they play solid for that's what they look like, a first round team the whole time. But I mean the
Nah,
Hawks is
everybody had us beating the Hawks. Everybody had all the ESPN analysts had the Knicks beating the Hawks. I thought we was gonna beat the Hawks too because we beat them all 3 times in
My
regular
brother
season.
AT Barnhart, my nigga Barn, what's the deal? Nigga Barnhart's dog is in the building. Everybody around the building, I guess I gotta hit you. You could pull up if you want to, man. Basically, now it's kind of open panel talking about whatever. But I first started this off, man, asking about your man. But it's 22 years, man. How do you feel about it? Barn probably smoking something heavy too. My fault. Yeah,
Oh, you good.
but nah, but either way, they overrode. Like, see, they're gonna be see the Western A partner though. With Atlanta is like now they did this, now they're gonna be looking for somebody. They gonna need they're gonna be forcing. That's the only thing that's gonna be fucked up because now they're gonna be forcing it to see like what they need. Even like now, if dude was balling, then they would be illing. Like if Lemon Pepper was balling for real, they would
Dang,
beat these niggas if he was balling for real. The other day he balled, but not against them. Like if he was balling like he would ball when he played for the Clippers or something like that, nigga, like all them 6 year, six man awards and shit.
yeah, he done up, man. He ain't the same. Lou.
That's what always fucking with them bitches, nigga, and them women pepper.
Yeah, he
They
ain't the
call it
same
nigga
Lou Will.
lemon pepper Lou, nigga. That's crazy. He
Yeah, he ain't the
says,
same
"I'll
right now,
go
man.
back there. I
He
gotta get some
said
pepper wings, nigga. I'll be back."
he said he thought he said he thought about retirement when that happened. When he got traded from the Clippers to the Hawks, he said he thought about retiring.
I thought, isn't he? I thought he was from out there though. Won't he? When he's fucking with
I
Bow Wow, oh, that was when he's in Philly. But I thought he was from Atlanta.
I don't know. I thought he was from Philly. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Nah, we in the same place with it because I remember when Bow Wow was a little nigga and it was in Philly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
He
He
says
might be
he's
from one.
all right. I feel you, boy. Nah, I just that's what it was about. I was asking everybody the question how they felt about that. But you right, if it was somebody that looked like you or me, it would have been a disgusting situation. But that's brothers of arm or the same cloth. So, but to at least get that number that they gave out, they made it look good. Anyway,
AOT.
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna come back in like 20, 30 minutes. I'm gonna charge my phone real quick. My shit hot.
The phone. All
Yeah,
right,
my shit hot.
I'll see what's up. Because if nobody pulled up, and I wasn't gonna be up here all night, but we'll see.
All right,
Well,
chill. I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
pull
I
back
mean,
up.
either way, go ahead. Yes, we'll see. Because I wanted to discuss that until I had put it off to the. Oh yeah, because that's that. That's what cause I was thinking about something else. I'm just on the normal shit of having good fly, good vibes, and what I'm saying, influences. That's what I was thinking about when I was telling him about the hip hop, man, and the rap going from sugar to shit, man. We need we need shit like what Rain put passed me on today with that old school, that K Slate shit, whole bunch of other them cipher joints, them old cipher songs and shit. King Abel, you seen that video? You seen that new K Slate shit with all the old school niggas basically. Well, it ain't all old school niggas because Conway and them up in there. He made a video like that a couple of months ago. But them joints be dope, man. They all just be going in there rapping like how I used to be and shit. Instead of the little popcorn bullshit we be getting nowadays. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to get on this man Derek situation also clean up this situation that happened to, saying that Spanish couple in Chicago, man, and just talk about all this senseless murders and all this shit that's happening in the hood, you know, all the shit that's getting swept under the rug and all this shit that's just going on, man, and people are just losing their lives over nothing. And what are we gonna do about it? Oh, I didn't even get this. My fault, y'all. No, I said he was laying there. Yeah, so it's back to like I said, we gotta start cleaning up our own mess, man. It's gonna be back to us, and it's on us now. Like you said, you got this guy. That was one thing that everybody been crying about, fighting for the fake Black Lives Matter thing. Now you got a situation with this guy. We'll see in due time how much time he really do. But now the next chapter, the next stage is gonna be for us doing something pivotal for ourselves and stop being on fucking TV every second over, saying sisters murders and killing babies and babies killing adults and vice versa. There's too much shit going on with people talking about chasing the bag, man. And if you chasing the bag, what are you doing with the bag? King Abel, what are we doing with the bag these days, bro? What are we chasing the bag to do what with it? I have ran out of the ammo because I was trying to set this up to talk about just build and destroy situation, man. I gotta find out well, all these people went live to my fault. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, hold up. How many Bush babies and who's still in here besides the Bush babies? I know King Abel was talking about that bag. And this guy asked me how many other time that these people, the rest of those cops ain't gonna get with so much time. But ain't too many people worried about them. Why are they showing this? $300,000 now. That's some bullshit too. They should be able to play about it. Now they always be saying something now. Def Jam's complaining about paying some $300,000 for DMX's funeral. Like that's bullshit. And if that shit cost that much fucking money, they should have paid for it. These motherfuckers, they sit up there use this nigga's name in vain. All them niggas that was there with all that money and talking all that heavy shit and doing all the shit that they're gonna do. Now they're gonna say that they had to pay $300,000 for that shit. Somebody else should have paid for it if that was the case. But they can't get it from him. They can't get it from Dark Man Axton if that's the case. $300,000 for a funeral. They was trying to put on, then Dean and Wall gotta pay for that shit. Then they spent all that type of money on this nigga's funeral. Then that was on them. For y'all. Sometimes I think these people just be making these stories up just to have something to talk about. I mean, the shit was all right. They put on a lot of things, man, but you spent $300,000 on that. What shit are you talking about? All these things that be happening with people and poor people. You spent $300,000 on 2 days. That doesn't make any type of fucking sense. Shout out to the Bush babies. What's going on, y'all? The Bush babies in full effect. Yeah, I was trying to get to the bottom of this show. My fault. Trying to see what the fuck they trying to talk about this nigga they spent $300,000 on. They always come up with shit like this late after somebody's gone, like somebody's gonna pay that type of money for a dead man. I was waiting for one of the Bush babies to Bush baby pull up. Once you this Bush baby is still watching. Queen Victoria. Oh damn, that shit was that long. My fault. I didn't know they was called that damn long ago. Durango. What else I put down here with this? Y'all gonna catch a poison ivy over there, man. What happened to? Hold on, I gotta get There's only what 5 people in the poison ivy bushes. Hold on, I was just waiting for y'all to get off the bushes. Damn, they ain't. It's not revenge. Oh, I didn't even know you were still up there. I was trying to figure out something, man, because the Bush baby wasn't saying anything. But all right, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm still up here before a few minutes. I was just looking at something else to get the rest of this thing that I was looking at. I thank you for coming through because the Bush babies wasn't saying anything, and then I was waiting for what's the name to pull up. But we all good. If anything, if they don't send me this information, I'm gonna get off in a few minutes myself. Nah, the Bush babies are still around. They're not saying anything. I'm trying to finish up this thing with Derek and getting these 22 and a half. But they didn't coincide with the other part of what I was talking about. I don't know. Q was here to talk about the rest of this shit. He said he was gonna be back in a second. If we don't, I'm gonna be out of here because they asked you to come with report this shit and then they didn't come up here. So I'm gonna start doing it. I came up here for these people and then they don't show. Only had a certain amount of energy or certain things that I wanted to discuss about this officer. See, it was another situation and everybody had been charging and been trying to hit the mic. But not tonight. I don't know, it did seem odd the whole time. Like I said, it did not seem like a normal Friday night for some reason. Usually be jamming on a Friday night. Would have been talking about this and all types of other type of crazy shit. Even the bushwhackers would have something to say. So I think there was more people that said that they believe the time was right, or he should have had more than. I think he's always said that it was right. He thought it would be less. Everybody else said more, or it was right. Most people just say that he deserved to get what he got and should have got more. I just wanted to get on the second part of what can we do to avoid these situations and what we can do to change things. Oh man, but this has been a long one already. We got things to do tonight and tomorrow. And these people ain't pulled up, and the bushwhackers. Thank you, Rain, for coming through. And a couple of you bushwhackers, ATG Bond TV coming through, King Abel, Zaya, Honda Mommy, and the 3,000 left in the bushes that's not saying nothing. Aaron, Victoria, of course, my brother Danny Divine, Anthony came through for a little while. But I'm not gonna be up here all night. Not today. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll get with all of the people. I'll wrap it up with the rest of the people. Gotta get it right, baby. I'll wrap it up with the people tomorrow or the next day with an interview with special guests. Till then, I'm gonna be out. Those Bush babies are chilling. Kuban had left. All right, y'all. Y'all be easy. Everybody in the bushes. Catching your poison ivy. Y'all catch y'all poison ivy. Y'all be safe. Remember, put a smile on a stranger's face and be easy. And till the next time, we out. Bush